subscribe to our YouTube channel VanFin Multibaggers and press the bell icon to see the latest updates and videos. VanFin, discover opportunities, create wealth.
Channel is for Money Control, Anubhav Sahu. So Anubhav, today we are going to talk about a chemical sub-industry, Aliphatic Amines, and the two major players in this industry are Balaji Amines and Alkyl Amines. So tell me, what are the key takeaways that you have seen from their results?
Well, as you rightly said, this industry has a nearly duopoly kind of structure. So Balaji Amines and Alkyl Amines, they constitute around 90% of the domestic production. Now coming to quarterly result, both companies have shown a decent volume pickup, both sequentially and YoY basis, which is reflected in the sales growth. However, on the margin side, they have been impacted mainly because of surge in raw material prices, mainly methanol, which has been in sync with the oil prices of late. Having said that, the major update in the sector is coming outside results, so mainly on the anti-dumping initiatives or triggers which are happening from the Commerce Ministry. So for the product called dimethyl acetamide, Commerce Ministry has already initiated anti-dumping duty, which will benefit Balaji Amines on the margin front. Secondly, as far as the anti-dumping perspective is concerned, Balaji Amines is looking for this product called dimethyl formaldehyde, wherein the clarification will come in a couple of months, and if so come in favor of Balaji Amines, this hugely impact on the top line and bottom line, because Balaji Amines is a major player in that, and currently the capacity utilization is around 33%,
right,
and which can ramp up to around 70% if it goes in its favor.
Right. So both the companies are aiming for quite a huge capacity expansion. So how is the progress there?
So rightly said, they are at the verge of a huge capacity expansion. So talking about Alkyl Amines, so the Hayes facility is getting commissioned this quarter, wherein the methylamine capacity will double from the current capacity, and this could be a game changer for the company because methylamine is the kind of building block for the amine derivative products, and this has been the major constraint for the company while the volume growth has been little moderate in the last few years. Secondly, they are looking to triple their production for capacity for acetonitrile by year 2020. This product is also interesting, a little high margin and used for insulin and antibiotic drugs. As for Balaji Amines is concerned, they are looking for capacity expansion for 3 products: morpholine, acetonitrile, for which they are just waiting an NOC. Morpholine would be interesting because it is the only producer for this product which is used for rubber chemicals. Secondly, DMA-HCl, dimethylamine HCl, which is a niche product wherein they already are a large producer globally speaking, and it has an application for anti-diabetic drugs, and so additional capacity would be available in the Q1 of next fiscal year. So altogether, this products probably can add around 150 CR to the next fiscal year's revenue.
Right. So what are the emerging trends in this industry that you would like to point out?
So there are a couple of continuing trends which are very interesting. One is there's a lower trend as far as imports from China in this space is concerned. This is mainly because of the ongoing environmental crackdown in a specialty chemical space, and this industry is also benefiting as far as India is concerned. So both the domestic players probably can gain more market share because of that domestically as well as in the international market. Secondly, Niti Aayog has hinted that it can come up with a roadmap for increasing for the production of methanol, which is a key raw material in this industry, and right now we are hugely dependent on Middle East for that. So in a way, it will de-risk the raw material sourcing for this industry is concerned, and may probably also help in lowering the pricing of raw materials.
So most importantly, what is your outlook on the stock?
So as far as the sector is concerned, the macro picture is quite interesting, quite positive. Lower competition from China, pricing scenario is also improving. There's a huge capacity expansion which can help both the companies to gain advantage of the new opportunity available. Now, as for the stock multiples are concerned, they are trading at around 19 times, 20 times the 2019 estimated earnings, which in a way kind of price in all this macro factor to some extent. So in a way we can say that there's a limited scope for re-rating, but of course volume-led earnings growth is on the table, and the price should mimic that kind of volume growth or that kind of earning growth in time to come.
Right. Thank you so much for joining us, Anubhav.
Thanks a lot.
All right, before we wrap up, here is a quick discussion of some of the points that we spoke about today. So today we spoke about the aliphatic amines sub-industry, which is the chemical industry, so which has been impacted by higher raw material costs. Capacity expansion is on, although capacity expansion plans are on track, especially for Balaji and Alkyne, which happens to be two of the biggest players in the industry. Lower Chinese competition supports volume growth, and anti-dumping steps have helped the pricing scenario. Also, the stock price will mimic earnings growth, which is led by volume, so that is something that investors should definitely watch out for.